we talked about, super teams, and like you said, that this will probably enhance the super teams per se. But does the Milwaukee Bucks winning the championship and the Phoenix Suns basically coming out of, making this huge splash, does this possibly make these two locations, these two teams, destination teams to quote form that super team? Does a Russell want to go to Milwaukee? Does a Kawhi want to go to Phoenix? Like, do you see any of these big free agent names going to these small club teams?
The old saying in sports and in life is really what it is. Winning cures everything. And what I mean by that is if you're winning championships and you're winning, people are going to want to join your team.
Right.
They're going to want to come. Once Golden State had the 73-9 year and they had already won one championship and then they lost to LeBron on the 3-1 comeback. Once that had happened, KD went and joined them because he wanted to win a championship. He knew he could win a championship there. That's how super teams are formed. This team is capable of winning a championship. I'm going to go join them so I can go win a championship. And I think that, I think Milwaukee becomes a possible destination for that. And I think that Phoenix especially becomes a destination for that because, the one thing that I got to give Phoenix credit on that will make them more likable and make them want to come, more people want to come to them, is the fact that, there's already rumors about Chris Paul leaving. They're super young, which the Bucks are very young as well. But,
right.
Booker is extremely young, 3 years in the league, Ayton is super young, 2 years in the league. On top of, Giannis is already 26, still very young, but not as young as them. And same thing with Chris. Chris is like 28, I think, and Drew is 27. So I think they're 27, 28, and 26. So, the Suns are younger, so that will draw people. And Chris Paul possibly going to be heading out of town, possibly. We don't know yet, but there is a possibility of such things happening. So if that does, I think that draws people to want to come join at the point guard position there, especially like a Russell Westbrook, a Damian Lillard, Damian Lillard and Devin Booker would be just unreal. That would be insane.
Well,
I don't even want to know what that would look like.
Well, so then let me propose this question here. Would these small market teams want these super teams since they kind of have that chip on their shoulder saying, hey, we built this from the ground up, we don't need you? Would they want to welcome somebody like a Kawhi into town or a Russell or Damian
Absolutely.
Lillard? You think so?
Absolutely. Big names draws big money. You can become a big market team really fast over a small market team if you've got Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard coming in. If you've already got Giannis, the more star power that you bring in, the more eyes are going to watch, which means more money is going to be filtered there. So
would you still become a fan of the Bucks if you knew like they were going to form a super team and bring in KD and somebody else?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, because you kind of always want to root for the underdog, the one that's built it from the ground up, not bring in people in per se, right? Like that's why the Kansas City,
right?
My teams were such, heavily liked teams in the World Series was because they literally built it from the ground up.
Right. No, I don't. That's a great question. Honestly, as of right now, what I'm kind of looking at is whatever team Trey ends up at is what my favorite team will be.
Right.
That's kind of what I'm ballparking right now. Which, if he ends up going somewhere and then heading somewhere else,
on the Bucks?
Oh my God! If he ended up on the Bucks, that would be crazy.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that happen.